morning to everyone. Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ana Maria Duminica, and I am from Romania. The Romanian language, Duminica means Sunday, which in Romanian language, Duminica means Sunday, which is funny for most of people. So, as all of my friends say, you can call me Ana Maria Monday, Tuesday, Friday, holiday. I've heard all these kinds of jokes and I laughed at every single one of them. But I would not laugh if you called me Jesus. I didn't laugh when a colleague of mine at high school hit me because he found out that my father has a darker skin. It did not matter for this colleague of mine that my father works in the yard and defends our country and our families, including his. All that mattered for this colleague of mine was that my father is wrong, so am I. I will also not laugh if you call me blind. I did not laugh when my teacher from first grade transferred me from the best class in schools according to pupils' test scores to a special class for children with handicaps. She knew that I couldn't see with my white eye, and she considered me a burden on her shoulders, and she gave up. Today, I am representing adolescents and youth from 22 countries from Europe and Central Asia. We are secondary and university students, and one of us has never been to school at all. Yes, it's true, we are very different, but we all believe that stories as mine, and as the others, should not exist in our communities and in our region. We work and have all kinds of abilities and interests, but all of us share a common desire to improve equity and quality in education in our communities and in our region. You may ask why we were elected to represent adolescents and youth from our countries. Well, because we believe in two important things. First, education is the fuel to our dreams. As young as we are, we already know that through education we can overcome most of the difficulties that life presents to us. And second, we believe in the power of youth. We believe that youth are a strong resource. It is true that progress has been made in reforming our education systems that we depend on. But although positive changes are happening, this is not enough. This is why we would like to be a part of your team. We want to bring our experiences, our thoughts, our energy to help bring more positive changes to our education systems. We know that financial resources are limited, but you have strong human resources. Partner with us. We have millions of youth who are ready to work beside you. We do not promise to change the whole world at once. All we can say is that we will give our best to work together with you to change the education in our world, the one that is closer to us, our community, our country, our region. Our recommendations, which you will kindly read in the education statement, are solution-oriented and encourage community-based approaches, but above all, they are based on partnerships. We can show you small, youth-driven successes that have big impacts. We can work with you to act now to advance education successes. If we work together, we have a better chance to ensure education is inclusive for all children and youth in the region. This is our first topic. We all know that millions of children and adolescents in Europe and Central Asia are not getting an education. Others are missing out on pre-primary education, and millions more are in school but are not developing the skills they need. Adolescents, very young children from ethnic minorities and children with disabilities are especially affected. Let's change this together. Let's start small, but act now. With limited resources, we can And who can be more creative than you? We believe that it's very important to have a dream. Well, dreams don't cost anything, but unfulfilled dreams do have a cost. Let's try together to raise awareness of the importance of education by inspiring and supporting youth, parents, teachers, and others who act as role models to demonstrate the value of education and how inclusive education can happen if we take action now. Our second topic is about the quality deficit in education that youth in our region are experiencing. The quality of education needs improvement for all learners, with an emphasis on practical and life skills approaches as a cross-cutting priority for adolescents and youth. And we can achieve this if we can provide new books and equipment and ensure a healthy and safe environment and facilities in schools. Part of the problem can be solved. Also, we strongly believe that by working together, we can ensure that the quality of education is better, is improved. The regional youth consultation, we selected what the main topics of the education statements. And since we've already discussed about role models, we asked ourselves the next question. How can youth become role models if they are tempted to practice unhealthy behaviors? So, we thought about expanding attention to health issues in formal and non-formal education curriculum. Our recommendations regarding health issues, our third topic, focuses on the importance of the role that schools have in delivering education content and health to youth. We would like to have your support in including health education in formal school curricula with the aim of promoting and developing students' knowledge and life skills regarding prevention and treatment of HIV and AIDS and other sexually transmitted diseases, and also drugs and alcohol abuse. Also, we would like to work together to facilitate cooperation between public and private actors, for-profit and non-profit organizations to promote non-formal education on health issues. Together, we can inspire youth to consider health a core value for themselves and also for the others. The fourth topic of our education statement is about strengthening links between education and labor markets. For us, it is highly important to reduce the rate of unemployment among youth in our region. Without clear links between education and labor market, many youth struggle to see the value of education and to design an education path that helps them shape a career in education. With that in mind, one of our recommendations is to improve communication between educational institutions and the private actors to reduce the mismatches between educational curricula and job opportunities, and to also support equal opportunity regardless of gender, ethnicity, abilities, or other characteristics. In order to achieve this and much more, we need to work together. These are our four main topics and recommendations. Ensure education is inclusive, increase the quality of education, include health education in formal curricula, and improve links between education and labor market. Through the education statement, we try to picture our reality from our times and share our dreams. There are many young people like me who know, feel, and understand, maybe better than you, how it's like to be a girl, a Roma student, a student with disability, or a student from a poor rural area. We strongly urge the governments and their partners in Europe and Central Asia to hold further consultation with youth in our countries and communities and to consider us as partners. We need a better, high-quality, inclusive education. As I said earlier, things don't cost at all. But we all will pay an extraordinary big price for those youth who will give up their dreams of education. What are our responsibilities? What are your responsibilities? How do you propose to invest in our future? I am Ana Maria, a youth, a Roma student, a person with disability, and a person that will contribute to the pensions from which you will benefit. I would like you to see me and the other millions of young people as we truly are. People with ideas and solutions for a better future, and people with a great potential in which you should invest more. Show us that you care, respect, and appreciate us. Consider us partners, because together we can...
Or start small.